I had an inkling in my mind that I wanted to start a Shopify store. What I would be selling, I didn't know. I bootstrapped it over the last 4 years, which means that I didn't take any loans out or get any sort of like investments from other people. I've just used my savings, my own money to run the business. And having a small business and a corporate job and trying to have a social life, that is very difficult. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a very exciting new series called Business Diaries. I feel like in every single video I talk about my small business in like little pieces. I haven't made a sort of dedicated video all about my business. This is officially episode 1. I'm going to give you guys an overview, a lay of the land, and what is coming up for The Line, which is my stationery business. So if you want to hear all about that, then just keep on watching. We have unlocked a new sort of filming area here in my office. I kind of wanted to have my desk here handy because I've got my notes here, I've got my laptop and my phone, so I will be referencing these things as I walk you through it. So welcome, as I mentioned, officially to this video. If you are new to my channel and this is your first video of mine, hi, my name is Freza. I started my YouTube channel talking all about personal finances, and within that there is a sort of integration within purchasing luxury goods as well as still running my small business. So I have integrated personal finances, luxury, as well as my small business within the topics that I talk about. So this is the small business sort of portion. If you like this type of content, I would love for you to subscribe down below. A little bit about me: I am 31 years old. I live here in Vancouver. I was originally from Ontario and I moved here around 7 years ago. I also have a corporate job and obviously run this YouTube channel. So lots going on, lots of different topics. If you have any specific questions or video ideas that I should be doing, leave me a comment down below. So I started my small business mid-pandemic. I was forced to work from home, as many of us were, and I think we just all had a lot of time on our hands. And for myself, I wanted to channel that to doing something that I'm passionate about. If you guys didn't know, I have an e-commerce background. When I was studying at the University of Toronto, I was in the digital space. That is what I specialized in. I feel like I was lucky in that way of knowing that I wanted to go towards digital. And when I was studying, this was like more than 10 years ago, I kind of knew that I wanted to be in e-commerce. So I would say I'm lucky in that sense because I know that at that young age, not everyone knows what they wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to do something with that degree. So right out of university, I did look for jobs within the e-commerce space. I graduated in 2015, and at that time, there were roles within what I was looking for, so I felt very lucky. I did get a job right out of school, and I started as a coordinator within the e-commerce industry and just slowly grew my career from that. I have always loved e-commerce. I love the intersection between retail and digital and meshing that all together. When I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to do during the pandemic, with all the time that I had an inkling in my mind that I wanted to start a Shopify store. What I would be selling, I didn't know. I kind of dabbled a little bit in secondhand luxury. I also dabbled in jewelry. Those just didn't pan out. And to make a long story short, I ended up getting into stationery. The reason why I got into stationery was because of a personal need of mine. Because we were forced to work at home, I needed to get my things in order. I was not a very organized person initially. I definitely am now, but growing up, I was not really the type of person to write notes during meetings. I would kind of forget a lot of things, and I just didn't have anything written down. And because I wanted to do well in my corporate job, I knew that I needed to get myself a planner or something like that. And that's kind of how I fell into like the stationery and planner world. As I was kind of trying to find a thing that I wanted to start a Shopify store with, this whole getting my stuff together, getting organized, that was also coming up in parallel. And yeah, I guess long story short, I decided to start my brand, which is The Line. So I have been operating The Line for the last 4 years. I started in October 2020. It's kind of crazy to say that. I bootstrapped it over the last 4 years, which means that I didn't take any loans out or get any sort of like investments from other people. I've just used my savings, my own money to run the business. To some people, the growth might be slower, and I'm actually quite happy with how we have been growing over the last couple years. The revenue and sales have just been growing every single year, but not anything like exponential, which I'm totally fine with. I think I would rather have this type of growth than take on any sort of investments and have investors kind of trying to get into the business. I I love the fact that I run this business on my own, and yeah, it's my baby. So that is how I started the line. So over the last 4 years, I have tried lots of things to kind of get the brand more awareness and get it out there. And what I found really successful was partnering with different creators and having them promote within their audience where it makes sense. I have definitely tried gifting my products to other creators with really big following, but that just never panned out because they didn't really care about the product, or they just get sent a lot of PR. So one of my really big sort of goals this year is to partner with like-minded creators and creators who would actually use the product, who are organically using the product instead of it being or feeling forced. So I've learned a lot over the last 4 years, and I feel like I have made a lot of really great relationships with the creators that I do connect with and partner with. If you guys know Zoe Pritchard here on YouTube, she is someone that we have partnered with over the last few years. She's been an affiliate of the brand, as well as we co-created a planner together in 2023 and continuing that partnership in 2024. So I feel really good about all of the relationships that we have cultivated over the last 4 years to get the brand to where it is. The brand is not where I want it to be. I definitely want to continue growing it. I have a lot of plans and things in the works to kind of continue to get more brand awareness for the line, but maybe that is another topic for another video. I just kind of wanted you guys to understand where the brand has been and where it is at right now. So yeah, that is a little bit about the line. Next, I want to talk about the lay of the land and what is going on this year and for the remainder of 2024. One of the big things that we were able to accomplish, by we, I just mean me, one of the big things that I was able to accomplish this year is getting this office space. So this is where I'm filming. This is where I film most of my videos now. Truthfully, a lot of anxiety and nerves to sign the lease for this space that we have. One of these days, I'll do a sort of quick tour of the office so you guys can have a visual of what it's looking like. But we signed the lease in March, and that was a really, really big step, I would say, because we are committing to 1 year and paying rent for this place. And I've never had anything like that. Prior to this office space, I was doing all of the work within my 1-bedroom apartment. I just kind of grew out of it essentially and needed another space to store inventory and pack orders and all of that stuff. The other reason is because I read a lot of entrepreneurship books and books to scale your business, and one of the big things that I'm learning is that to scale your brand, you need to get help. And as I mentioned, I do a lot of things on my own. I have hired other professionals like photographers, creative directors in the past to do some of my campaigns. But for the most part, in terms of like logistics, shipping, orders, customer service, all of those things, I handle on my own. And having a small business and a corporate job and trying to have a social life, that is very difficult. So that kind of led me to my next step after getting this office, is to hire someone. I posted a job opening for the line to have someone support with all of the logistics stuff of shipping and inventory management. I did get quite a few people reaching out, and I officially, this is an update, I officially hired someone this week. She is going to start training in the next few days, which is really, really exciting. That was another nerve-wracking thing because I've never really officially hired anyone before. I was kind of nervous around what if it doesn't work out and all of those things. Just, yeah, I guess I want to, in this Business Diaries series, I want to be really open with you guys around the things that I feel as just a regular person who's trying to run their business. I feel like sometimes when you see someone on Instagram doing these things, you just see the highlights and not see what goes on behind the scenes. So this is a very honest chat between you and I around the hardships and all the realities of being a business owner. I just wanted to say it was a lot on my mind and my heart to open up myself and open up my business to other people, because as I mentioned, this is my baby and I don't want anything bad happening, knock on wood, but not to say that anything will, but just I need to basically be open to help so that I can scale my business. So that is a really exciting update. We are training her this week, and I hope that when she picks it up, I'm able to sort of step away from the day-to-day operations of my business and really just focus on the strategy piece. So yeah, that is one big thing that is happening. Next, I want to show you guys potentially on my computer some of the exciting events that we have going on for the line. Okay, I just brought you guys a little bit closer to my desk so you guys can see kind of what we're working with. I have my Notion template up here. This is just a view of the calendar for the line and what is coming up. I always think of the fall winter season as my Super Bowl. It just means this is our biggest moment. This is our biggest game, our biggest season for selling. Obviously, as a planner business, this is the time for when people are starting to consider what planners they want to use for the upcoming year. So that is our mindset going into fall winter. I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things that are coming up in terms of events and campaigns that we have going on for the next, I would say, like 2 or 3 weeks, because there is a lot happening and I need to get started on planning and making sure that I have everything going. So we'll kind of go through it sequentially. Today is September 18th, and our very first sort of event that we are doing is a meetup. We are hosting a meetup event with Zoe here in Vancouver. We've had this office space for a while, and I've always kind of imagined hosting events here where it makes sense. And our very first event, to me, it makes sense that it's with Zoe. We do a lot with Zoe because our products really do resonate with her audience, and just her vibe and her energy is definitely aligned with mine. So I love working with Zoe, and when I heard that she was coming to Vancouver, I told her if you ever wanted to do a meetup event, we would love to host it here in the office. And we have been planning that over the last few weeks. I actually want to show you guys some really fun giveaways. So if you are in Vancouver, I don't know when I'm going to be releasing this video, but if it's before September 28th and you are watching this and you're in Vancouver, know that you can come. Everyone is invited. You get to meet Zoe. You can see the line's space. You can also shop some of our products. Let's maybe go to the couches because I want to show you guys some really fun things that came in today. Oh, okay. There's a lot of boxes going on there. Please ignore. But I wanted to show you guys some of the things that we're going to be giving away for the event. So if you do end up coming, the first 3 people who show up get a gift bag. And you guys, like, this is a really good gift bag. I ordered these and I'm excited to put them together. Actually, before I show you that, I did want to talk about the event a little bit more. So the event is happening on September 28th. That is a Saturday between 12 to 3 p.m. We do have some sponsors for this event. So we have Alo, which is a drink company that is based here in Vancouver, who is going to be providing us with some drinks. There's going to be pastries, there's going to be fun music. There will be a potential matcha bar as well. So yeah, it's going to be a really fun event. If you would like to show up, I will have the details down below. And if you are one of the first 3 people who attend the event, this is what you get. So guys know Zoe and her content. You know that she recently got one of these LL Bean tote bags. They're honestly so cute. I have one, but in the medium size, so it's a little bit bigger than this, but this is kind of, they call this a small on the website, but it kind of looks like a cute little mini bag. It's adorable, and it comes in many different sizes as well as colors. We went with the blue because, I don't know if I can tell you that right now, but there is a special reason why we went with the blue. So you get an LL Bean tote bag, and inside you get a gentle productivity planner. So this is the planner that we collaborated on with Zoe last year, and we have been restocking some of your favorite colors. So we did a matcha color in the summer, and that sold really, really well. And in the fall, we are going to be releasing some new colors. So yeah, keep an eye out on our socials because we will be sharing more. So excited for the people who get to receive these bags. I think that might be it related to the meetup. So that is happening Saturday, September 28th, as I mentioned. And then the next day, which is Sunday, September 29th, because Zoe is here. And as I mentioned, we are doing another round of new colors for the Gentle Productivity Planners. We are gonna be doing a photo shoot with her. We've done a photo shoot with her once already when she came here last year for the first initial round, and we are just going to be doing another shoot for promoting the new colorways. So I think I'm gonna vlog during that weekend because I think all the behind the scenes of all that stuff is just gonna be so much fun to share with you all. Okay, let's go back to my desk because there's another exciting event that I want to share with you guys. Okay, the last thing I wanted to share with you guys in terms of what is coming up is the collaboration that I keep teasing about in my videos. So I think it's finally time to let you guys know who this collaboration is with. Some of you have already kind of guessed it or just know because you follow The Line on social media. But we have secured a collaboration with Alyssa Lenore, who is also a YouTube creator. Alyssa has been a creator here on YouTube for as long as I can remember. I remember watching her content for many, many years, like pre-pandemic. I think she's been a creator for the last 10 years. So if you guys know Alyssa, you know the type of content that she produces. She does a lot of travel content and like content creator type of thing. So this collaboration is definitely really exciting because it'll get the Line's brand out there to so many people. And we decided to collaborate with her because she does actually use our product. She uses our inserts. She's got one of the agendas from Louis Vuitton. She's got the one with rings. She's been using the Line inserts in her Louis Vuitton agendas over the last, I want to say 2 years. And when we approached her for this collaboration, she was so excited and she was on board. So over the last, I want to say 2 months, we've been working on creating some inserts that she herself has designed and I basically supported in digitizing them and getting them live. So yeah, I'm really excited about this collaboration. It's a little bit different from Zoe's because hers is a sort of bounded book versus Alyssa's is like the inserts that you would use in your planners. I should mention the launch date for this is November 1st, and the new colors for the Gentle Productivity Planners is also launching in November, but just a little bit later. We've got a lot of work leading up to November, but all really exciting things. Part of the work that we are doing is we are shooting a campaign with Alyssa. Essentially, we have all of the samples in and we have the products. We are just now going to make sure that this campaign is brought to life through imagery and videos. So, okay, sorry, I think I've just been talking so much that my battery died. I think what I was saying is that because Alyssa is based in New York, we thought it would be really fun and really authentic to her audience if we did the campaign in New York. So on October 2nd, I am going to be flying to New York and I'm going to be bringing a creative director as well as a photographer to help me shoot this campaign and really bring the inserts and the collection to life. I'm really excited to meet Alyssa in person and shoot this campaign. I think it's going to be amazing. We did some mood boards and a shot list, and yeah, I think everything for that is pretty good. I just need to pack all the planners, all the samples, and yeah, I think that one is going to be really fun. As a side note, because I'm already going to be in the East Coast, I wanted to meet up with my family who lives in Toronto. They're also flying to New York after the photo shoot. So it's kind of 2 birds in 1 stone in that sense. So that's also going to be really fun. Yeah, I think those are the 3 events that I'm most excited about over the next coming weeks. Hope I didn't miss anything. If you guys have questions about anything really about my business, I'm happy to share. As I mentioned, I want to be as transparent as possible and really be honest with you guys around when things are going well, things aren't going well, the finances aspect of it. That is actually one thing I should mention. I know in my money diaries, I always do a section around my business fixed bills that is no longer going to be there because I feel like people get confused that I use my personal money to pay for those things. I used to, but now that there is money kind of coming in through the business, I now just use that business account to pay for those things. So next video, I want to talk all about the finances side of it. I think next video might also just incorporate all the behind the scenes. Sorry about that. So anyway, as I mentioned, keep an eye out for the next Business Diaries episode because I'm thinking of filming the meetup event, how that goes, as well as a photo shoot. And of course, I'm going to be bringing you guys along for the New York trip. That one might need its own video. I am just so excited for that. I'm going to be in New York for about a week, just doing the shoot and hanging out with my family. I can't wait to show you guys. I might also do a little bit of shopping, so I might incorporate a shopping vlog in New York as well. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But yeah, I think I've talked enough. I didn't realize I had so many things to share with you guys about my business, but I guess because this is the first one, I wanted to do a proper introduction. And I hope you guys like this series. If you have any video ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you in my next one. Bye, you guys.